Welcome to the HTM Hackers Hangout. We're live on YouTube. I'm Matt Taylor, Community Manager for the HTM community. And we've got David Ray, as usual, and Richard Crowder calling from the UK, and Marcus Lewis in the NuMIC office. Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining us.
Hey, guys.
I have a few topics, but not a whole lot, so let me run through them real quick. First off, the HTM Forum. So there's a big forum migration. I hope you guys made it. If you haven't made it to the new forum, it's the place to be. So it's discourse.numenta.org. You'll have to create an account and everything. Most of the most active members of the community have migrated. 29% of all of our mailing list subscribers across all our mailing lists, and that's unique mailing list subscribers, have migrated to create a forum account, which sounds low, but it's actually pretty good considering there's a lot over the years that we've had these mailing lists. There's a lot of people that have joined and just forgotten or just never interacted with the community at all. The vast majority of those people. So I get a better impression of that we've got 318 of those 1,000 plus people have migrated over to the forum. So I know at least those are active, interested users because they moved over to the forum. So we've got a total of 435 users right now, and an average of about 60 different users visiting the site every day over the past week, which is not bad. 186 topics and 825 posts. So healthy, not too much, which is good, but I think that's pretty healthy. I would say it's about the same level of conversation that we were having on the old mailing list if you take NuPIC hackers and NuPIC theory mailing lists combined, and the general discussion list. But now we've just got it nicely segregated in different areas, different forums. So there's that. If you have any questions about that, feel free to email me directly, matt@numenta.org. I will help you get set up with an account. I'm the moderator of the forum. So the next thing is, if you're a NuPIC developer, this is just a NuPIC thing. I've been slowly working through all of the issues. I'm going to review every single issue. There's over 500 issues in NuPIC and NuPIC Core. I'm trying to do 10 or 20 a day. I just can't stomach to take like a week and do it all. So I'm trying to do 10 or 20 a day. So you might notice me resurrecting these ancient issues and asking people to comment on them. So if you see me mention you on one of these, please respond. If you don't, I might end up closing that ticket. I'm marking some of them as under review. The ones I think need some more interaction from the original poster or someone to vet the idea, or some discussion needs to happen on it before we can like triage that and prioritize it. Once I go through them all, I'll try and prioritize them so we'll actually have a real backlog of valid issues, and then some that kind of are priority 1, 2, 3, 4, to help people at least get an idea of what is important to work on. And the last thing is Jeff's new research ideas about sensory motor inference. Wanted to point out there's a new YouTube video. I talked to Jeff and Subutai about this over the past couple weeks, and they agreed to post this internal video. This is just Subutai opened up a laptop at a research meeting and just pointed at the whiteboard, and Jeff did an overview of his current thinking about new sensory motor inference research. This is going to kind of send us, NuMenta, into a research phase to investigate this theory, try and do some implementation. We do not have a schedule. We're not. We don't have the details about that. We're still sort of working it out, what that's going to be. So you'll find out things as we find out. I just noticed Subutai's in the office. Thanks for joining, Subutai. Do you have anything you'd like to say about that since you're there?
No, it was kind of nice to see a bunch of people asking different questions on the forum about that video and Jeff's kind of note, and so I think Jeff and I will plan to kind of answer those during the office hour. So look forward to that.
Yeah, and I think that's a good format. So we're having an office hour on Tuesday, this coming Tuesday, June 7th. There's a post about it on HTM Forum, and posting this video ahead of time was was my plan so that the community could percolate on this a bit. If you have any questions, ask them on that forum post that Jeff made about with the video link, and I will collect the questions that we think are the best, and we'll try to address those at the office hour. So that's sort of the plan. So that means if you can't attend the office hour, which I know some of you can't, that's okay. Just get your question into text and add it to the list, and we'll try and address them all.
Yeah, another thing to add is this is not like it's a well-baked, done deal. It's very much research in progress and a set of ideas and concepts and a framework. And I doubt we'll be able to answer all of these questions because we simply just don't know the details of a lot of them. But at least you can get a sense of how Jeff and the rest of us are thinking about it.
Right. Yeah, that's the idea. So, our whole initiative of trying to be transparent about our research, that's why we did this. And I know that it's sometimes frustrating to some community members who want to get into the research, and it is a little bit of a one-way mirror at times. You can see into our research repository, but we don't necessarily take pull requests, or this is sort of the same thing. You can see what Jeff's thinking, what we're planning on working on, but we're not necessarily going to be receptive to all of these community ideas coming in. We'll see. We're trying to work out exactly how we're going to deal with that. So
anyone can try and implement this. They can take the research code and which is non-existent right now on this particular idea because we haven't even coded it yet. It's just ideas. But as we implement it, people can take that and certainly do versions of their own on the community.
Absolutely, yeah. That's you could take the ideas you've seen in that video in the post and try something. Who knows? That's all that I had for this meeting. I do want to turn it over to Richard for just a moment to talk about Raspberry Pi.
Yeah, there's been a few people who have been trying to get NuPIC running on Raspberry Pi recently. Matthew's looked at it before. I've looked at a few people have tried this. Coded hard and particularly Petitet on GitHub in the community. Made some really good progress of getting NuPIC core running. So we're at a stage at the moment with a PR on NuPIC core where it builds all of NuPIC core, the C++ side, and goes through and builds the bindings, and all these C++ unit tests in there are passing on Raspberry Pi. There's the NuPIC side, 6 out of the 800 or so unit tests are not passing, and that's mainly just down to the 32-bit data model in Linux. So there's issues there that we need to look at, but pretty good progress on getting it running on Raspberry Pi. Yeah, that's great news. It's been a while since somebody has done this initiative to get a 32-bit Linux build working. And the nice thing about this PR is that it's not a super ugly PR. It's totally approachable by somebody. So yeah, that was a nice thing that Scott and Vitali's work on building the external libraries from the source has really helped, because it's tidied up a lot of the work you need to do on that side. So there aren't many changes you need to do to get the build working.
Right. So I asked Vitali if he wouldn't mind taking a look at that, and Scott just got back from a long vacation. I didn't want to bug him too much, but I will be in the office next week, so I'm sure I'll bug him a little about this. So David Ray, do you have anything to say on the HTM Java side?
Not really right now. There's not much. There hasn't been anything new going on. So.
All right. Anything from you guys in the office, Subutai or Marcus?
No.
No. This is probably our shortest Hackers Hangout. Usually we run a little bit long. So, well, great, guys. I appreciate you all joining. We'll adjourn a bit early at this point then. See you guys on the forums then.
Oh, one quick thing maybe. Sorry, Matt. There is some activity going on in NAB, which is our benchmark for anomaly detection. So we've been, I think one of our interns, Zuha, has been putting in testing additional algorithms against it, and so we'll be seeing a sequence of PRs that'll have new algorithms coming in. And it would be negligent of me not to mention that we also have a NAB competition going on, and we'd love for people to try out their algorithms or some other algorithms on the NAB data set, or if they have data that they think could be a good fit for NAB, they can enter it, and there are cash prizes. And I think the likelihood of winning a cash prize is pretty high because there's not like a huge number of entries. So if you have some algorithm that you just want to try out and implement and test it on that would be fantastic, and it would help the whole community by doing that.
And here's a pro tip. You might be able to extract a data set from Riverview in CSV directly that would be accepted into that NAB contest, which is like 5 minutes worth of work. So I haven't looked into it, but it's possible. Okay. All right. So we'll end with that, everyone. Take care. See you on the forums. Have a wonderful weekend. From Paso Robles. Goodbye. It's 100 degrees here. All right. Take care, guys.
See everybody.
Cheers, guys.